Did you know that you don't have to be a gym nut to get something out of deadlifts? The exercise was popularized by bodybuilders, but only because it so effectively works out the body and gives you benefits that other popular workouts simply can't. This revelation has spawned big-time workout plans like deadlift every day for a month. But you don't have to go that far to get some serious deadlift results. That's why today we wanted to shed some light on the topic and bring you 10 benefits of deadlifts you didn't know. Number 1. They are superior to squats. It might be crazy to believe, but deadlifts might be better than squats, at least in a few key ways. One of the biggest reasons why people do squats is to activate their hip extensors, which not only have functional purposes for athletes, but are wanted by people looking to define their backside and hips. Research has suggested that deadlifts are better at working out this part of you than squats, and lead to increased size and strength in these muscles. Squats still can be useful for a more well-rounded experience, but it's been a shocking discovery that the benefits of deadlifts can make for an even more effective leg workout in some ways. Number 2, they will protect your back better from injury. One of the biggest deadlift advantages that you probably didn't know is how much they can make a difference in protecting your back from injury. Making deadlifts part of your weekly and eventually a part of your daily routine can help to strengthen your lower back, which is most susceptible to injuries. Suffering a back injury can be brutal, especially if you're at the gym a lot, since it can derail a lot of the progress you worked so hard to achieve. Back injuries can happen to anyone, especially those of us living an active lifestyle, so adding some protection to that area probably isn't the worst idea. It's worth noting, however, that you can end up tweaking your back with deadlifting if you arch it in the wrong way. Make sure that you are practicing good form on your deadlifts to avoid hurting your back while you are trying to protect it, which is ironically an injury that many people suffer every year. Number 3, it burns a ton of calories. If your goal is to lose weight or to further shape your physique if you are already a gym rat, then you should absolutely try deadlifting. When you deadlift, you're essentially giving yourself a full body workout, which is why deadlift day can often feel so physically taxing. A 2014 study in the European Journal of Clinical Medicine found that 9 months of resistance training featuring a steady amount of deadlifting led to a 5% increase in metabolism on average. Boosting your metabolism makes weight loss just that much easier, and is a sign that your body is being pushed to its limits. By deadlifting, you can rest assured that you're properly testing your body and making the most of your time in the gym. Number 4, it will help with core strength and make you a better athlete. For years, deadlifting seemed to only be reserved for bodybuilders and heavier athletes like football and rugby players. Thankfully, more athletes than ever are trying out the deadlift and discovering just how much it can improve their athletic performance. Deadlifting is great for your core strength, which is essential for almost every sport out there in some way. Core strength is closely associated with an increase in athleticism, as documented in a 2011 study, while yoga and things like that can also help with core strength. None of them combine that with an increase in muscles and the amount of fat burning that deadlifts do. It is yet another of many deadlift advantages that surprisingly took until the 2010s to make it to the mainstream. Number 5, you will have better grip strength. Whether it's to be able to hold onto larger amounts of weights with ease or just so you can move furniture around easier, grip strength is something that's super useful. It's also something that deadlifting can help you out with a ton, and an extremely underrated benefit of deadlifts. After you start doing deadlifts regularly for a few sessions, you'll start to notice that it's actually a lot easier to get your other lifts done too. This is not only good for letting you put more weight and muscle on, but it will also make things safer too. A lot of people's lifting form goes out the window when they are not comfortable with their grip, and it can really derail a set when this happens. Deadlifting is a very versatile exercise, and it's the little things like grip strength getting better over time that help you appreciate the exercise even more. Number 6, you can start out small. Deadlift progression is a big part of the exercise, and that's really great for novices and experts alike. The exercise allows for you to start with something small like a kettlebell, and slowly work your way up as you go. Because of the name, deadlifting seems kinda scary, but the exercise is actually really approachable, and a great one to chip away at over time. If you are really feeling nervous, you can even start with a resistance band instead of any actual weight at all. This isn't just great for people that are starting out, though, as deadlifting is a fantastic exercise for people that are rehabbing an injury, where you need to have a lot of control over how everything goes. The most important part of a deadlift is the form, like most exercises, and so you can realistically practice and perfect it without any weight before trying it for real. In this way, deadlifting remains a great starting point for weightlifters and people just trying to get into shape. In a way, exercises like the bench press simply can't. Number 7. It helps improve your range of motion and flexibility. If you are a person that struggles with flexibility, then deadlifting can actually be the exercise for you. Because it is essentially a full body workout, you're doing a lot at once, and your joints are actually going through a full range of motion while you deadlift. If you deadlift every day for a month, even if you don't use much or any weight at all, you should experience a much better range of motion in your knees, hips, ankles, and spine. That can help you identify trouble spots where you hold tension so you can massage it out. People can develop issues with their joints as they grow older and their joints start to stiffen, but continuing to exercise and move those joints around should keep you loose and mobile as you age. For those of you who hate slowing down to stretch or to massage out tightness in your body, deadlifting is both able to improve your flexibility while also pointing out ways that you can better take care of your joints. Number 8. You will improve your posture. Because so much of deadlifting requires you to maintain good form, particularly in your back, deadlifting can be really good for your overall posture. This isn't just a psychological or habitual effect, though, as strengthening your back just does this over time. Having bad posture might not seem like a huge deal, as a lot of us unfortunately have a tendency to slouch. But it can lead to some back pain as you get older. Back issues can really start to affect your life over time, and once it starts, it can be hard to slow the damage down. Getting ahead of it by deadlifting and strengthening your back will make you stand up straighter, and is one of the nicer deadlift benefits that often gets overlooked. Number 9. You can spice it up when you get bored. There aren't a lot of exercises that you can liven up when you start to feel bored, but then again, deadlifting is definitely not most exercises. There are a lot of different techniques when it comes to deadlifting, like the sumo style, Romanian deadlift, and hex bar deadlift to name a few. These all either incorporate different stance, movement, or even equipment. You can use deadlifting as a way to zero in on specific muscles, giving you a different challenge every time you head into the gym for deadlift day. This is great, as getting bored in the gym is a dangerous proposition. When you don't feel challenged or interested, it's not only hard to give your best, but it can even be difficult to continue going at all. It's not uncommon for people to start going to the gym and then give up after a week or a month. But deadlifting and its many variations can stay fresh long after you get bored of other exercises. Number 10. Improve your jumping. For a couple of reasons, deadlifting does a great job at helping you jump higher and more explosively. This is great for athletes like basketball players, obviously, but also is just a really fun skill to kind of learn on accident. You will be building muscle in your legs and hips, which will help your vertical in a major way. Interestingly enough, though, the technique of deadlifting often shows people how to explode in a way that can be hard to explain to them otherwise. Jumping doesn't come naturally to some people, and even if you have the strength to jump high, doesn't necessarily mean you will. By deadlifting, a lot of people naturally learn how to explode, which is a really fun and strange side effect of getting good at deadlifting. What is your favorite thing about deadlifting? Leave a comment down below and let us know. Here are 2 more videos you might find interesting. Feel free to choose the one you like. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos on health, subscribe to the channel.